Live again, Best Ball Barbecue, day number 15, consecutive stream, consecutive draft. Superflex is in the lobby, so of course we will be drafting some Superflex teams. Actually, the highest dollar one thus far, it's a $10 entry, so we're going to do both of those double entry max, and we're also going to be breaking down. This one's long overdue. We're going to watch a little Parker Washington today, all right? If you have not seen the Substack article I've written on him, go check that out. Link in the description to the Substack. Absolutely free to subscribe. Go check that out maybe before you watch this video, because a lot of what I think we're going to watch, I haven't watched any of this stuff yet, so I'm going to watch it along with you guys for the first time. But I'm expecting to see, I'm trying to see if the numbers match the film, and I have a pretty good idea that they will. Guys, if you're new here, make sure you drop a like, drop a sub, and make sure you tap that bell. Notifies you when we go live. We're going live every single day for the rest of hot best ball summer. Drafts on deck. We got some P-Wash film to watch. Lamar Jackson, take us away.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
All right, GMs to everyone. Let's get this right. Here we go. Get that full screen. There we go. All right. Emo, what's going on? Disbanded. Daniel Cover Beats is back. Oh my goodness. Every time I take Coker, I'm waiting for you to comment. I haven't seen you in a while, but good to see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. I think every time I draft Coker, I think of you. What's up, Bats? Shout out, became a member on the tower last night, Bats 440. All right. Like I promised, we're going to watch a little Parker Washington today. So I have basically all of his receptions of deep air yard throws. So 20-plus yards in the air and all of his catches from this past season. And funny enough, this first one actually comes not until week 9. And he had 10 catches. 10 catches on throws that were 20-plus air yards. And all of them came after week 9. Like, let's imagine what this guy is going to do when he actually has a full, off season. He's the starter, and he's actually like the starter week 1. He had 10 20-yard like in the air catches in half a season last year. So let's watch a little Parker Washington. And I looked at a couple of these. I will live right before we went live. There's actually a lot of them where I think he's actually kind of looked at like as this slot guy. He was actually outside for a good number of these as well. So I think that's worth pointing out. But top of the screen right here, we got Parker. All right. Looks like your classic cover 3. Your classic cover 3 here. We got 1, 2, 3. Got our hook zone player right here. That's why he's biting down on this Travis Hunter route and just, opens up the deep end, the deep dig route, which just feels good. Would have loved to see, Trevor get this ball out a little earlier. I guess he had to avoid. Yeah, he sees him right here. Still a good catch, good throw. It's a good route for our boy Parker. That's a good start. That is a good start. All right, let's, can I go faster through these? All right, we're going to have to do this every time. That's going to be annoying, but it's okay. It is okay. All right. Next one here, Parker. Again, on the outside here. Short motion. I guess long motion. Back to outside. Top of the screen here. Another deep in route. Again, looks like cover 3 pre-snap. We got the safety rolling down. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. Another cover 3 look here. Oh, no, it looks like cover 1. Just excuse me. Probably cover 1 because he's chasing. This corner's chasing. Maybe it's not. I'm trying to figure out what this is. This is like some match coverage because this guy's in man. He's following him over here. So, but still, good hole shot. Gets up, gets a little bit more yards after the catch there. Let's check the route again, top of the screen. All right. Really had to. That's a good catch. I mean, really, I want to see the end zone view of this one. He really had to die for this shit. This was not a great throw by Trevor. Was this a clean pocket or no? I guess yeah, kind of a guy in his face, but I mean that's clean in the NFL. That's actually a really good catch. That is a really good catch by our boy P. Wash right there. Good shit. We love that. We absolutely love that. I wish I could skip these plays faster. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right. We got the Jets here again. Top of the screen. We had 3 plays in a row. We've seen him as the outside receiver all 3 plays. Oh my God. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Dude, look at Trevor Lawrence on this play. Why have I never I feel like I should have seen this play. Dude, look at scramble drill. I mean, I don't know why he was bailing. It's actually a pretty clean pocket kind of here. It's like not that bad. He kind of actually rolls into the pressure. Look at this fucking throw. Holy shit. Oh my God. We actually ran the same play in high school. We would call this post. So basically you have a skinny post out of our number 1, fat post out of our number 2, and then you have the crosser coming underneath it. Basically, the theory is you're reading. So how I would tell my QB to read this play is first off, you're reading this. I mean, the high safety. If you can take the top off with BTJ, you're throwing this first. Then you also have this guy right here. Actually, it's a fat post for sure. He probably could have taken the one-on-one shot with BTJ, except he has pressure back here. But then you have the deep crosser coming from P. Like a very, very deep crosser coming from P. Wash underneath it all. That is an insane throw from Trevor. I mean, good route, good. That's just a crazy fucking throw. So shout out Trevor Lawrence on that one. All right, let's get a couple more of these. Denver, here we go. This is what we want. Now he's in the slot. Up here. All right. Definitely looks like man. It's definitely man. Cover 1 here. Good separation. Oh, a little scramble drill. Jesus. What is going on here? Okay, let's get the end zone view of this one because this one's kind of crazy. So you got P. Wash right here. You can kind of see him. Look at Trevor. This was the game P. Wash went off, so we're probably going to see a couple of these. And hey, way to get open on a scramble drill. That's what it is, right? That's what it is. Good throw from Trevor. Not really, usually not supposed to throw across your body like that, but he gets away with it, so we'll allow it. We will allow it. All right. Next play, we got Titans here. P. Wash in the slot right here with Strange at the bottom of the screen. Good route. There we go. Look at that. I mean, it's pretty much just a post with a good move at the top of the route. There we go. See, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he runs some of this stuff down the field. He's not just like, so I think people think that he's like legitimately just like a slot guy. And like, he's Josh Downs. Josh Downs wishes he was as good at football as Parker Washington. That might be me rage baiting, or people might think that's me rage baiting. I promise you it's not. I don't think Josh Downs is as good of a football player as Parker Washington is. All right. Parker is top of the screen here with the gold cleats. Yeah, gold cleats. Outside again. Here's that again. We saw this. We actually already saw this play. But with BTJ, it was the first play we watched. This is a dagger concept. So basically, you basically have this guy. I think is that Tim Patrick? Who is this receiver right here? Did Tim Patrick play for the Jags last year? I think he did. I believe this is Tim Patrick right here. Basically, we would call this the clear out route. And this corner or linebacker, who is this right here? Yeah, is this an outside linebacker? He's got to get more depth here because he's got nothing to hold him in the flats, and he kind of tries. He's just late to get there. Like, he's got to get more depth here if he wants to take away this deep in, but he's a little bit late on it. We have Tim Patrick clearing out basically this corner The safety's playing very, very deep. I mean, he pretty much just sprints back there, this safety. Almost gets a little bit too deep. I mean, yeah, he's is he scared of like Jacoby? He's kind of tracking Jacoby like he's going to run deep. But we have the clear out route, basically opens up everything for Parker in the middle of the field right there. I mean, we're seeing a lot of his look at this little yards up the kids. We've seen a lot of his work being done on these deep crossers. That's a theme of this for sure from what we've seen so far. I like it though. That's a great concept. I mean, there's a lot of teams out there running. That's like a core play for most NFL teams is that dagger concept. All right, back against the Titans again. Where is Parker? Parker is bottom of the screen right here. We're quick snapping him. Get to the line and snap it. Another deep end. Kind of like almost like a deep curl. I don't know if this was you know what I think? I don't know if this route is a deep curl or if like he just sits it down in the zone. I want to say he sits it down in the zone. Because it almost looks like he's going to start. Yeah, I think he actually just sits it down. Like, and Trevor actually throws a good ball. And like, this is actually a really good rep of just trusting your receiver. Because this is definitely like supposed to be, it's the same thing. It's another dagger concept where BTJ is supposed to clear out for P-Wash and P-Wash is supposed to cut up in here. But unlike the last play we just watched, this outside linebacker does a way better job at getting depth. Again, there's nothing to he's the flat player, but if there's nothing holding you in the flats, your job is to get depth. And that's actually what this outside linebacker does. Look, he's in the window where Trevor wants to throw this ball. They want to complete this ball on the hash marks right here, but this guy's in the window. So Trevor does a really good job at recognizing that. And again, having that trust built in with Parker Washington, where he throws this ball like he would sit it down in this window instead of throwing it into this window closer to the hash. He throws it. P-Wash recognizes that. Like, you can kind of tell the way he's moving. He's like, I'm going to run a deep end. Oh, he gets his head around quick, which is great job. Locates the ball, stops, and then the ball's right there. This is a really good throw by Trevor, actually, too. That's a really good rep from Trevor. Again, just one more time, a really good rep for, that kind of, I would say, I mean, that's trust right there with your receiver. That is trust. That's a really good ball from Trevor. A couple of really good balls from Trevor on this tape so far. But nonetheless, like it went out. Okay, here we go. Playoffs. All right. P-Wash is, I think he's in the slot. He's the slot right here. He's the number 3 receiver from the top. So back in the slot here. Is this like before the half or what the hell is going on here? What a fucking catch. What a catch. This looks like prevent. I need to see what. Yeah, is this 15 seconds left in the half? Yeah, I was going to say this. I was like, I was watching it right away. I was like, this looks like some prevent ass defense. This does not look right. This does not look right, but it is. So again, sits it down in the zone. That's another just really good catch. Really good catch from P-Wash. Nothing really else to see there, but just a really good catch. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter. Down 3 points. Is this third down? Wait, is this third down? 2nd and 10. All right. P-Wash is top of the screen. Yeah, top of the screen. Another outside rep again. Deep middle of the field. That's where we've seen him. That is where we have seen him. He does a really good job, again, getting in the middle. He seems to be like their middle of the field guy. Myers does some of that stuff as well. That's definitely not BTJ's game. So I will say there is a world where BTJ and Parker can kind of coexist. I actually think their ADPs are kind of like I would probably prefer Parker over BTJ, but the fact that they do go close in ADP on Underdog does make some sense because there is a role where they can both succeed because they don't do the same things. All right, what do we got here? This looks like quarters here. You can kind of tell. Looks like we got a little bit. Yeah, this is definitely quarters, I think. It's a single high disguise. This guy drops back. So by quarters, again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are all responsible for a deep quarter. You can kind of tell it's quarters too because the safeties are usually, if it's cover 2, their first steps are going to be out toward the sidelines to take away potential fade routes. But because they're going straight back, then that's how you can kind of tell that it's quarters. Again, really good. Again, just really good sharp route running by P-Wash here. Again, he's coming from the outside up here, top of the screen. No wasted movement. gets the DB to flip his hips. That's a telltale sign that you've won that rep, right? Gets him to think that he's going down the sideline here. Boom. DB flips his hips, starts to run with him. P. Wash just gives that little jab step to force that DB to flip his hips to cover him outside, and he cuts it right back up into the middle, and he's wide freaking open. Another good ball from Trevor here. Another great ball from Trevor here. Love that. Bang. All right. Okay, I do want to watch a couple of so those were all, that was again 10 20 plus air yard throws from P. Wash and Trevor. I do want to watch a little bit of I want to check out some of the intermediate ones too. Maybe like some of like the bigger. Let's just watch the touchdowns actually. Just as a little extra. Again, we could spend all day on this film. I do want to get into some of the drafting. Okay, where's touchdown here? Play results. There we go. Here we go. Let's watch these 4 touchdowns here. Let's watch these 4. Now, hey, here's a good red zone. Here's some good red zone. Again, so outside receiver here. Who's that? I think that's Tim Patrick, I believe, that motion. That's a really good catch. Kind of just kind of like your typical corner route. I mean, nothing really special about that route. This is really good ball location by Trevor, though. Really good ball location. I mean, I don't know, like, because he's throwing it right here, and you would think that he would try and throw it in the back corner of the end zone right here. You know what I mean? I don't know again if this was like a play where he knew he was going to throw it right here. But I mean, it works out. Really good adjustment by. It's like a back shoulder, but it's not. Usually you're doing back shoulders on the sideline, not toward the middle of the field. So I don't know. Really good catch though. Really good catch and adjustment. Just giving your guy a chance. I like it. I like it. All right. All right. Again, here's an example of him. Again, I don't know if Brian Thomas was out this week or something, but this is 12 personnel. We have 12 personnel right here, and he's playing on in 12 personnel, 2 wide receiver sets. So that's pretty bullish right there. Again, I don't know what week this is. I don't know if BTJ is out. I mean, this is pretty. Oh, they're good. Just another really good adjustment going to the ground to get this ball. Like he's winning some of like these, there's some tight coverage on some of these plays. Ooh. Kind of has to avoid Jacoby here. Let's get the end zone view of this. I feel like there's been a couple of plays that we watched where it's just kind of Trevor trusting. That's not really a good view. Just Trevor trusting Parker Washington, honestly. There's a couple of them on this. So shout out. Here we go. Here's that Denver game. This is his best game. Or no, wait. Didn't I go to Denver? Yeah, Denver touchdown first. Then we'll go to the Bills. There we go. All right. In the slot here, the number 2 receiver from the bottom. Let's see here. This looks like, yeah, this is cover 1. Everyone's manned up. Man. And this guy's got the QB. So this is can you beat man coverage? Can you beat man coverage? That's freaking awesome. You know what's so special? So if you notice, so pre-snap here, boom. This DB has outside leverage. It's kind of hard to tell, but he has outside leverage here. Why does he have outside leverage? He cannot get beat outside. He cannot let Parker Washington go outside because he has safety help back toward his inside. So this nickel cornerback's job is to force Parker inside. You cannot get beat outside. That's what kind of makes this touchdown so impressive, because what happens? He gets beat outside. And the ball kind of still comes back inside, but you can't, it's because P. Wash wins right here. I memean, this is pretty much just like a, not really a smash, because P. Wash isn't really running a corner. It's more like he's running a slot fade, and then like that. Here's the thing too, is again, say this is me, just choosing one play completely out of context, but this play is for Parker Washington, and you can tell. It's so easy to tell because look at this lazy ass route by Brian Thomas Jr. he knows he's not getting the ball. Dude, this is like one of the worst around. Like, dude, he's not getting the fucking ball in this play. Look at this lazy ass shit. He's just trying to hold on to this corner because he's trying to clear open the slot fade for P. Wash. And look at, I mean, it's literally a Trevor literally he grips it and rips it. Like his eyes go here immediately. His eyes go here immediately, and he throws it. Like, you know what I mean? Like this play is for P. Wash. Like that's pretty. This is late in the season. All their guys are in. I guess Trevor's not in, but you got like Brian Thomas, Parker Washington, Jacoby, all at the bottom of the screen right here. And the play is literally for Parker Washington, and he scores a touchdown. Let's see if we can see anything from the end zone view. Hopefully it's from, okay, this is like the bad angle, I think, but we'll see. We'll see. Good catch. Again, another good contested catch. He's got a lot of these in his bag. A lot of these good contested catches. All right, let's go. Last one. Then we'll hop into a draft. All right, another quick snap here. Parker, top of the screen, outside receiver. We got actually BTJ in the slot right here. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's just fucking free. Absolutely smoked Benford. Almost like, he's almost like faking the back shoulder throw, where it's kind of like this, where like normally you would turn around right here and it's a back shoulder, or maybe like an out right on the goal line right there. But I'm trying to see, and it's just kind of like a, you know, a deep like hook route almost. You see how it's like we call this like, I mean, in our offense we call it something different, but it's almost like a hook, a deep like half moon. You know what? Good route, good catch. I'm trying to see is he the first option on this throw? Trevor's looking over here right away. Looks like we got, I mean, kind of just a smash concept. We got a curl and then a corner. This isn't open. This isn't open. The flat's covered too. What down is this? This is 2nd and 6. It's actually, again, another great rep by Trevor here. This is the front side of his concept. Boom. Corner's not here. Curl's not here. Flat's not here because this defender could, you know, come down on it right away. I don't know what Brian. I have no idea what Brian Thomas is doing, dude. What the fuck? Not 2 reps in a row. Not great for our boy Brian Thomas. So this is actually a really good play. You know, even on the like, this is like, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to rage bait anybody, but like these guys are both on the backside of this concept. Both of these guys know they're on the backside of this concept. And like, just look at the difference. Like BTJ, I don't even know what his route is, if he's supposed to like deep cross or like what the deal is. But Parker is fighting his fucking ass off on the backside of this concept because Trevor gets off of this really fast. He drops back, look, reset my hallway, right back to the backside of this concept, and P. Wash is there, touchdown. Like that's it. It's one thing to run the route you're supposed to run when you have a good chance of getting the ball, but to do it when you may not be getting the ball is another thing entirely. So shout out P. I thought that was a pretty good showing from our boy. Like there's some stuff that I would say is not. This isn't a fluke. P. Wash isn't like there's a lot of good contested catches in there. We got some, like things where he's the first read, things where he's the second read. Deep. I think the thing that excited me the most is the deep middle of the field stuff that I think he's going to be just going to continue to be really good at. Really sure-handed guy, is really comfortable running in the middle of the field. And we've seen some good throws from Trevor as well, kind of throwing in the middle of the field. So, all right. Sorry, I've been acknowledging the chat. So yeah, I don't want to see your half moon. Ain't nobody wants to see that. Yeah, dude, that's not BCJ not even running around in the red zone bullish. That's what I'm saying, dude. All right, we got Brian Thomas Jr., who was a slot fade demon at Louisiana State University. But you know what? We're going to let Parker Washington do it from now on. That's pretty much what happened. All right, let's hop in some drafting. Let's stop fucking around. We had our fun. Time to go to war in the Underdog draft rooms. Frenchie 8, but Superflex. Superflex is back. Didn't think we were going to get a Superflex on this fine Friday, but we did. So shout out. If you want to draft with us, hop in, get the phones out, get the browsers open because we're hopping in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right. We are waiting. So that was fast. These are up to date Superflex exposures as well. Let's get some tunes on. Drafting at 10. Let's also make sure that we familiarize ourselves with the contest. Good. Has a single name in here. Sheesh. If you're in here, drop who you're drafting at. Don't be a lurker. You know the deal. You know the deal. All right, what do we got? 4 of 12. 1 of 2, 1 of 2. 468 seat final. Interesting. That's very interesting. The 4 of 12 is something different that we haven't had to think through yet. So, ooh, I don't know. I feel like positional players a little bit more. You could probably get away. Like you probably want QB stability still, but you know, like I just feel like if you just draft the shit out of some running backs and receiver, that's actually not a bad idea for this contest. Plus, the 1 of 2, like you can afford to not have your quarterback's best games, but you also probably want a high floor. So maybe I actually would argue that QB does matter a little bit more, but it's also a pretty big seat final. 468, 10K up top. Yeah, $30 if you make the finals. Like he said, I would love to make the finals, but like making the finals in one of those is like kind of demoralizing because you're like, fuck. It's the difference between I either win $30 or $10,000. This is not a big range. When I make the puppy finals and I still get like $750, that feels a little bit better. You know what I mean? I feel like week 17 matters a shit ton in this contest. Are you kidding me? I think we're gonna have to do a week 17 QB stack on this one because this is a really good spot from the board to do it. Dude, we're going against 400 other people, 468 other people. You bet your ass you better have some week 17 on these goddamn teams. All right, 40 likes is a lock. I'll jump into the next one. Yeah, guys, drop a like if you have not already. Make sure you drop a sub as well. You know the rules. Probably don't need to pull up 2 of 20 picks on this one, eh? Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. All right, it's literally a 1 in 12 shot to get in the finals. Yeah, dude, that's pretty. I didn't even do the math on that. That's pretty good. I like that. I do like the advanced structure. Don't like the high seed final though. All right. I said I want week 17, but if Burrow falls to 10, he's the only guy you can't get week 17. I mean, we have to go Joe Burrow. We can still get some week 17. It just won't be with the QBs, so we're fine. We are fine. Burrow at 10 feels pretty good. Red, white, blue golf scramble tomorrow. What beer are you throwing in the cooler? Dude, some fucking Coors. 100%, dude. Getting some Coors. I have a huge week of golf ahead of me, Easy. A huge week of golf this upcoming week. I'm in Arizona. I think we're golfing so I'm there Wednesday through Sunday. I believe we're golfing every day, but like one or two of the days. I mean, I will go Dak Burrow. That's a pretty rare pairing. Dak falls 3 picks and Burrow falls 3 picks. Count me in. I know it's not going to go well. We're doing a scramble though. So, I mean, that'll probably make me feel better about myself a little bit. We're scrambling. So it's a 3v2. Basically, there's five guys in our group. One of my friends is so I'm golfing with the best guy in our friend group. He's like, I would say he's definitely better than the other two. Like the other two guys who normally golf, but those other 2 guys are vastly better than me, who just started, and our other friend who doesn't play. So, yeah. All right, we'll see ya. Yeah, Arizona Summer is gonna be tough. I didn't do the math on that. Okay, shut the fuck up, Mitch. Bitch. All right, I'm kind of pumped about this start. Now, the real question is, when are we drafting the 3rd QB? Because it's not going to be in round 3. It's not going to be around 4. Like, if this team ends up with Burrow, Dak, and 2 handcuff QBs. Like, is that the worst thing in the world? I don't think so. If we do draft like a Tua, we're stopping at 3. We're probably not even drafting a 4th, to be honest. So, you ever get into any disc golf? I used to disc golf when I was younger. When I was younger, I would play some disc golf, but I haven't played since I probably turned like 12. I didn't know you're a coach that would tank your high school football team just for nepotism. Yeah, sorry. Because now you know. Where in AZ are you golfing? It's supposed to be super hot, dude. I fucking know. I think my buddy lives in the Mesa area. So somewhere around there, wherever the fuck that is. I don't know where that is in relation to Phoenix and Scottsdale and things of that nature. My Arizona specific geography is not that good. It's not that good. All right, 4 picks away here. Like, dude, if Stafford's there at 34, I mean, he's not going to be. I don't know why I'm saying anything. Okay. This is a good, I think we're double tapping running back here. Like, almost for sure. Like, there's no receiver that's going to fall back. We could pull up London. We could pull up AJ Brown. We will see. We'll see what this team ends up needing. Yeah, I've heard really good things about Scottsdale, but never been. 110 plus. That's not our buddy just posted some stuff in the group chat that said like 101, 98, 98, 89, 90. That's not that bad. That is more than doable. All right, Achane or Hampton here. Actually, we'll probably go Chase. Let's stack that up. Hopefully one of these 2 guys fall back around. We can just grab one of them too. Jeremiah Love on this team wouldn't be bad as well. If we want to get the Dallas stack, though, we kind of have to reach on George Pickens because he's not going to fall back over here if we don't take him now. God, just a sea of quarterbacks. Just a sea of them. All right. Do we go? I honestly think we just go George Pickens if I'm keeping it a buck. Right? 52. Our next pick isn't until 58. He could fall back, actually. There is a world where he could fall back. Dude, I kind of just want to go Baker. That's a pretty big tier break. I never do this. Let's go Baker Mayfield. Dude, we're just going to win at the QB position on this team. Fuck it, honestly. I don't do this a lot. Let's do it in a a not high entry contest because I really don't like going 3 in the first 4, but I mean, Baker, it's only 6 picks, but it is kind of a rare pairing with like these 3 together. And I wouldn't have done it for Darnold. I wouldn't have done it for Malik. I wouldn't have done it for Stroud. I think there's a pretty big tier gap between Baker and the rest of those other guys. I think we can make this work roster construction wise. If we can get Pickens to fall back, I don't know if we will, but that would be electric. That would be absolutely electric. I mean, a 6-pick fall on Pickens, I'm not asking for, a ton. I'm not asking for, a lot of help. Just a little bit of help. Can we make it happen? Can we make it happen? Many are asking. All right. Hope you guys are having a good Friday so far. I keep forgetting it's Friday. I've had this entire week off from football. So the days I haven't had to work at GNC, it just kind of feels like the weekend. It's been really nice. So I'm enjoying it. Again, drop a like, drop a sub. 40 likes for a second draft. So if you want to see another draft, make sure you drop a like on the video. And again, if you're new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. 2,000 subscribers, 999 challenge, 9 innings, 9 beers, 9 dogs. 3,000 subs, 24-hour live stream. So. Again, if you didn't get a chance to check out the So You Think You Can Tout stream from last night, I would appreciate if you could go check that out. I'll drop the link in the live chat here if you want to go check that out after this stream ends, of course. But my solo stream, my submission for So You Think You Can Tout, we did that live on the Toxic Tower last night. Honestly, I thought it went pretty well. We kind of talked about that last night, but I thought it went pretty well. Just kind of did what I do. Honestly, that stream isn't really that much different than the one we're doing today, except I didn't do a film breakdown to start the stream, but other than that, it's been pretty much the same. All right, this is where we have to start praying. Can a miracle take place here? I don't think we have any chat people in here, which I don't know if it's better or worse. I feel like it's better. All these guys got one receiver, which is scary. Oh, okay. This guy's got 3. Okay, all right. QB, you need a QB here. You only have 1. You need a QB here. Yep. Running back. Running back gets your money back. As Goofy Chicken said. This guy has no receiver. No! No. Fuck. Damn it. We almost fought the good fight. I'm not even gonna play. Let's go T. Higgins. I don't wanna risk that one. But god damn it, we were so close. We were so fucking close. That was worth it, honestly. It was worth it to get that close. That was depressing. All right. We definitely want to go RB here. Player take wise, I'm not Bucky, but he does stack. And honestly, that fucking massive 468 seed final, we got to get some guys that fucking stack. So let's go Bucky Irving there. Everyone's stacked up right now except for Dak, unfortunately. So we did pretty good last night. Who was we? I don't know what you're talking about. Any Tony Squares fallout today? I don't not that I've seen. Not that I have seen, so who knows? Fell asleep last night, woke up and liked the vid. Appreciate you, Anthony. Day 1. My brother. Let's go. All right. All right, let's recap the team real fast. We have Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Baker Mayfield, Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, and T. Higgins. Spent a little bit more at the QB room than we normally do, but we had to make an exception for Baker. Also, too, he is so easy to stack up to. Like, if you miss out on Bucky, it's fine. Igbuka's there. If you miss out on both of those guys, it's fine because Godwin's there. Oh, guess what? McMillan is there. Otten's there. Ted Hurst. Like, you could just stack up Baker. You could quintuple stack this guy if you really wanted to. So he's one of those perfect guys to draft in this contest because he's so easy to stack. So maybe Tony thought he got in a Superflex draft. Don't believe so. I don't believe that's how it went down. Great QB room you drafted. Love it. Appreciate you. You talking about on this team or the one we were talking about, the one last night? If Buka goes there, that's fine. That is okay. Who are we thinking? Any stacks on the way back around? Not really. Really nobody. It's really easy to tell because they'll just glow. You know, they'll glow like Kenny Gainwell does. Thanks to bestballoverlay.com. Again, bestballoverlay.com. See your exposures live on the screen. Week 15, 16, 17. Your combinations with the players you already have rostered. Use code PPR Tyler, link in the description for $10 off each month, $30 with my code, $40 without. Bestballoverlay.com. Again, code PPR Tyler, all caps, to get yours today. If you're drafting with any sort of volume for this summer, you know, you're going to max enter the fast puppy. Maybe you're in some slows in the Dalmatian right now, the little Dalmatian. I cannot recommend Best Ball Overlay enough, especially if you're drafting with volume. Okay. This is good. Not a bad spot to double tap receiver here. These running backs they're suspect, but they're fine. Usually like my room to look a little bit better, but we're in a fine spot here. We are in a fine spot here. I would like Devontae Adams on this team. I probably shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, it's sniping me on Pickens. Is probably sniping me on fucking Devontae Adams, isn't he? That would be depression. There we go. All right, let's go Adams. He stacks for week 17. We're gonna build out a good Tampa thing. So definitely go Devontae there. All right. And then this next pick, is it I'm not a big Mike Evans guy, so it's either I was gonna say it's okay. It's probably running back now, but I don't think we can afford to go tight end yet. This is not a Tua team. We have our 3 quarterbacks. We're good. So it kind of just comes down to Ramondre or Pollard for me. I probably lean Pollard slightly. There's no really any bring back situation that we're considering either. Just player take for player take. I probably slightly prefer Tony Pollard. So. Plus, if we're really concerned about Week 17, Pittsburgh is a team that you can definitely stack later. So is, I guess, Denver, too, with that New England. But, I asked the question to Pete when I was on Best Ball Breakfast a couple of days ago. I was like, why is nobody talking about Week 17 anymore? It's all the Sims say this, the Sims say that. No one's really talking about Week 17 as part of the, the discourse for the picks they're making. And I was told that Week 17 was all that mattered, growing up. Growing up, I was told Week 17 was the only thing that matters. And it mattered again last year. I mean, look at Sam Sherman's team. That is like that big that Niners game, the Niners-Chicago game. I mean, I feel like it mattered then. So what changed? Has anything changed since then? Did I miss a memo? Did I miss a new data set broken down by Mike Leone, who he tweeted me on Twitter yesterday saying I was dumb and couldn't read books, but you know what? Get in line. Didn't tag me though. It's kind of fucked up. How are you gonna tweet at me and not tag me? Come on, Mike. Trying to grow a business here. All right. Yeah, back in my day. Exactly. Back in my day. That's what I'm saying. All right. 3320. 3320. I mean, I know who I want. I know who I want on this team. We'll see if he falls back here. Like that there's a drafter named Ship Chaser. Think he's seen the show? Probably not. Probably not. Highly unlikely. All right. I would love to get Parker Washington here. Honestly, DK Pierce is probably a little bit better in this format too, because we only have to start 2 receivers. I don't love the RBs here. If I were to click one, it'd probably be one of these 2. P-Wash is the guy that I want. This guy's only got 1 fucking receiver though, which is not bullish for me. Absolutely not bullish at all for my odds to get P-Wash here. Yeah, son of a bitch. All right. DK is fine. Pierce is fine. Do I get one more running back, though, before I start loading up on receiver tight end? That's the question. That is the question. All right, Rico goes. Lemon goes. I think I want Corum. The only problem is I really want one of these 2 receivers. And honestly, these... Let's go Pierce. Let's go Pierce. I think this drafter will go Corum. They only have Achane right now. And then, honestly, if I need to go Gainwell or if I just go DK again, I think that's fine too. If Corum's there, I'm going Corum. He goes Jones. All right, it's Corum or DK here. Which one is it going to be? See what D-Wack does here. It is 4 QBs. Holy shit. I guess I can kind of see it. He goes Corum. All right, I think we go DK. We don't need Kenny Gainwell. I don't feel the need to go Monangai, Rashad White, ass. Let's go DK Metcalf. I don't give a damn about Blake Corum, sir. I just thought he correlated well, and he does have some upside. And I kind of needed a running back structurally for this build. Wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, so we gave it a rip. Also, speaking of running backs, my GOAT, Cordero Patterson, wearing the jersey today. I kind of just had the realization the past couple days, I have all these football jerseys and I wear none of them on stream. When else am I going to wear these fucking things? You know what I mean? So we are, I have a shit ton more at my parents' house. I might just label the rest of July jersey month. I might pull up in a different football jersey for the rest of the month. Honestly, I think I have enough football jerseys to pull up in a different one for the rest of the summer. I legitimately think that I do. I legitimately think I have enough football jerseys to pull up in a different one for the rest of the summer. That'd be a fun challenge. I think I could. There's a lot at my parents' house that are just, collecting dust. So they're all from China. I don't think I own a single real football jersey. I have a real basketball jersey. My only real basketball jersey that I own is it's a Prince white and pink Timberwolves Derrick Rose jersey. It's pretty sick. So, Dalvin Cook, Prime, Frame Moggs, Bijan Robinson. Are you an idiot, Dawson? The answer must be yes. How old were you when Dalvin Cook entered the league? Like 10? When was Dalvin Cook drafted? 15? 16? He was like 16. 16, 17? I don't fucking know. Somewhere in that area. Yeah, they turned out really well. All of them are actually pretty good. Yeah, DH Gate, baby. That's where you got to get them. That is where you got to get them for sure. All right. Yeah, we're definitely okay. We need to leave this next pick with Jake Ferguson. This is like the last Dallas stack where I'm like, all right, I can tell myself a story where Jake Ferguson catches 2 touchdowns in week 17. You know what I mean? We need to leave this with this guy's got 2 tight ends. All right. These guys both got 1 tight end, Kittle and Loveland. If anyone's going to go tight end, it's this guy, I feel like, though. All right. Let's see. Slow rolling me. I think okay, good. Do not take Jake Ferguson. Thank you, God. All right. Bang. Huge. All right. We have finally stacked up Dak Prescott. Thank God. Thank God. All right. I think we are Tyrone Tracy here. This is a really good receiver tier, though. And I say really good because Ricky Pearsall is here. Straight up, who's going to score more fantasy points? It's obviously Ricky Pearsall. But running back wise, we may need the help, is the only problem here. We go Ricky Pearsall. We move. Ben repping my baby blue 28 Chris Johnson jersey as of late. Prayers up to our boy Chris Johnson. Absolute goat. He holds the record for most scrimmage yards in a season, correct? I think he still holds that record. Most scrimmage yards in a season. It's something, I think it's like 2,700. Something crazy. Something absolutely fucking nuts. When are you finally declare the winner of So You Think You Can Top? Dude, I was just thinking about that today where it's like, are we going to find out? Like, we're probably not going to find out the results of streaming week until like next Monday. I'm going to have to wait like over a week to find out how we're doing. How we did, I guess. Because everything's over now. But here's the thing too. It's like, this week's challenge has been very out in the open. It's like everything, you've seen everything. I'll tell you right, I haven't done any other content behind the scenes or anything like that. Like everything's been out in the open, but every week there's a fucking twist. Every single week, Pete's got something up his fucking sleeve. And, and some people in the competition know about it and some people don't. So I have no idea what Pete's got cooking up. There's also another line of thinking where it's like, are we at a point in the show where we're kind of past the gimmicks and, like the shocking, this guy's staying if this happens kind of deal, Because that could also be a thing too, where it's like maybe we're down at the point in the show where Pete is just like, all right, who the fuck is going to win this thing? Who am I doing a show with for the next, couple months? So that's kind of what's going through my mind. I am in the dark, absolutely in the dark. Everything that you guys have seen is all that I know. I do not know anything right now, so it kind of sucks being in the dark. But you know what? Just have to have patience. Patience. Young Padawan. Only person to hit 2,500 and playing only 16 games, too. That's what I'm saying, dude. CJ 2K was a god. Absolute demon. Absolute demon. All right, 3 picks away here. I would draft Pacheco, except I actually value my money, unfortunately, so I will not be drafting Pacheco. Thank God some other dumbass does it. All right. We got to leave this range with at least one running back. We could go Spears, but we already have Pollard. So I think we push it. I think we go Strange here. Let's go Strange. And then we're probably Higgins, Diggs, or like Jawan. Or we're probably a running back here. We're probably like B-Rob. We're probably B-Rob over these two guys, actually. Sadly. Yeah. We have to get a running back here. Absolutely have to. I mean, this could be a 3-7-7-3, and I'd feel pretty good about it. I think that's what this team's gonna end up being. 3-7-7-3. We're gonna have 7 running backs on this team. We don't need the 4th quarterback. We're fucking good at QB. We are absolutely fine. We are absolutely fine. All right, let's go B-Rob for sure. I like Diggs, but just gonna value the running back a little bit more. Our receivers are pretty good. I mean, Higgins, Adams, Pierce, Metcalf, Pearsall. We only need probably 3 of those guys each week because we need one of them to hit the flex. But our super flex spot better be fucking filled by our QBs. And then we still have some running backs that have some upside too. Like, we're just gonna take some swings on some running backs here, which is honestly kind of fun, you know? If we get a couple of the right injuries and we pick the right handcuffs, this team is going to be hard to beat. Hard to beat. Yeah, watch Pete bring back BBG. I would actually be pissed. I'd be so... Dude, BBG... No one is made out better from this show than BBG. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Guy was in the competition for a cup of coffee, and he kind of already won the show. 3 streams with Pete. Everyone loves this guy. So much recognition. Went on JJ Zacharyson. Went on JJ Zacharysson's podcast. Got to meet his hero and do a stream with Karain on Best Ball Breakfast. It's just unbelievable. This guy, no one has made out better than BBG over the course of this show. Nobody at all. All right. Again, we are looking for 40 likes for a second draft. We are currently at, how many are we at? 34. So make sure you drop a like. If you've not already, drop a sub as well. All right. You're jealous of the GOAT. I'm good. I'm definitely not jealous, I promise you. All right. We'll see who falls back around because there's a couple different directions we could go in. He won the show, did a tour, and retired. BBG speedrunning that shit. Yeah, because now he's on a surfing trip. So he's not even like that's like the worst time for BBG week to be. He has BBG week and then leaves. So that by the time he gets back, people will have forgotten about BBG week. Not bad for someone who was drawing dead to win. Yeah. I guess so, Coolers. I guess when you put it like that. When you put it like that, I guess you're right. All right. Can we get a little Jalen McMillan falling back to us? I said Baker was really easy to stack up, and we have not stacked up Baker very, very well. We have Bucky, I guess. So that's good. That's good. We're locked in there. Travis Hunter is like the perfect superflex guy. Just give me his fucking spike weeks on the Jags. Him, Flournoy, Auden are 2 guys we kind of need here too. We also need a running back. I would very much. We need Tank Bigsby on this team. If we get Tank Bigsby on this team, we are going to win this contest. If we don't, we're gonna have a harder time winning this contest. If this guy doesn't go Tank, we're in a very good spot because the next guy's got 5 RBs. We have to avoid this guy on Tank Bigsby. God damn it! I shouldn't have said anything. All right, here's the problem. We have some guys that stack, but they're not at running backs, and our running backs are little suspect right now. And the good guys that I like drafting at running backs are the guys that are not going to fall back to us. Oh, we have a very tough decision to make here. All right, Hunter goes, so it makes it a little easier. I think we. Oh fuck. I think we go Auden here. No. Fuck that. Let's go Flournoy. I'd rather stack up Dak than Baker. I'd rather double stack Dak than get the tight end for fucking Baker. So we do that, and then we're probably Emmett or Ray Day here. Maybe we're still Otten though. We could still be Otten as well. I just would hate to leave this turn without a running back. That's my only thing. We're probably just Otten here, right? Because after this, these tight ends suck. Let's go Otten. We're gonna have to really get interesting here at running back. I don't know if Frog is still in the chat, but Frog, I'll tell you one guy who's going to end up on this team is definitely Damon Claiborne. So get ready for that. No clip, but we will be taking him on this team if he's there at the next turn, more than likely. More than likely. All right, let's recap the team real quick. We have 4 picks left. They're all 3 of them will be running backs. Probably draft one more receiver as well. We have Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Baker Mayfield, Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams, Alec Pierce, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Ryan Flournoy, Jake Ferguson, Brenton Strange, and Cade Otten. That is who we have thus far. All right. I wish we would have got Tank on this team. That would have been very, very nice. Very, very nice. Man. Probably gotta cook a steak after this. Make some little steak and mashed potatoes. Sit on my balcony. Draft some more teams. We got $30 left in the account. We're gonna spend all 30 of it tonight. God damn it. All right. BBG is universally loved. Even Centex loves him. That's how you know. Even Centex loves him. That guy doesn't like anybody. He quite hates every person who creates content on YouTube. All right. Let's see here. I saw Sanderson had a shit ton of Braylon Allen when he dropped his exposures today, and I was like, damn. I don't like Jaden Blue, but I could see a world where he ends up on this team because he stacks. So. All right. Just got home from a 10-hour overtime day, and the first thing I see when I turn the TV on is you drafting Flournoy. What are you, sick in the head or something? Happy Friday. He stacks. We have Dak Prescott on this team that's super flex. He stacks. What else do you want me to do? What else do you want me to do, C-Slave? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. All right, how many likes are we at? We are at 40 likes. We will be doing another draft. But don't let that stop you from still leaving a like if you have not. Yeah, all the running backs are just getting... We are getting decimated at the running back position right now. Not good. Absolutely not good. All right, Jaden Blue needs to save this team. Jaden Blue, I choose you. You're kind of the last guy I wanted to choose, but nonetheless, I still choose you. All right. I think we skip this tier receivers, and then we just take... I think we take Damon Claiborne or Kalen Black, one of the two. I don't know which one it is, but it is certainly one of the two. It's probably Kalen Black, right? Sorry, I know I said I was going to draft Claiborne, Frog. If he's there on the turn, I will draft him. If he's there at our next pick, but I think it's Kalen Black. I feel like he just has a higher ceiling. All right. Justice Hill already off the board too. If he's there with our 19th round pick, I promise you Claiborne will be on this team. But I do like Black slightly more as a player. Better draft capital, better offense. You know, it kind of feels like a no-brainer there. Probably a better situation, like in terms of getting on the field as well. You know what I mean? So. On yesterday's Swolecast, Pete alluded to meeting with Davis for tout judging today. Any updates? No, I have zero updates. Zero updates. Davis is on vacation right now, though, so I'm assuming, you know, Davis is probably, you know, that video is gonna be somewhere from like I don't even know where he is, like the Cayman Islands or something. just hanging out on a beach somewhere. But yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? Again, it's like Pete has made it pretty clear that he's looking to see who he envisions himself doing a show with. So I do wonder how much Davis's input matters. Like, are they going off? Are they doing like the average scores and like the bottom two guys are out? Is that like that's how it's rolling? Or like, let's say Pete like absolutely knows who he wants to do the show with. He's like, hey, I want to do the show with this guy, but he just graded out. I'm assuming he probably wouldn't be, have a really bad grade though. So it just feels like Davis's input probably matters, but it probably just matters a shit ton more about what Pete thinks at this point in the show. I think, in the last couple challenges, especially the ones early on, it was like if the guest judge didn't like you, you were fucked. Pretty much. I mean, that's how Rambus went out. That's how Mitchell and them almost went out. Like if the guest judge didn't like you, you were screwed. So, but I don't think that's gonna be necessarily the case this time around. If I had to guess, who knows? And who even knows if next week is the finals either? We don't even know if this is the last round before the finals. My guess would be, again, this is zero inside information. I have no clue. My guess would be 2 people go, and it's a 3-person final. A 2-person final just seems too weird. I feel like 2 people go, and it's a 3-person final, and then we're in the final week. And who fucking knows what we're doing in the final week? Like maybe I feel like that would be like that's where like we pitch the show we want to do with Pete. Claiborne went, didn't he? That's sad. Sad day. Sad day. Adam Randall feels like a smash here. None of these receivers I want, or I just go Randall first, to be honest. Do we like Malik Davis or Jahan Dotson for a roster spot in Dynasty? 100% Jahan Dotson. I actually draft a good amount of him in on Underdog. Like I have a decent share of Jahan Dotson, so I would definitely say Dotson. All right, last click here. Anyone that stacks? Any Dallas guys? Like who's the wide receiver 4 on Dallas? Turpin? I don't really feel like drafting Turpin, if I'm going to be honest. I don't want to draft the wide receiver 5 on Tampa. And then Cincinnati, like, I actually don't want to draft Yoshi Vosh either. So I'm not a big Tank Dell guy. But there's work, if I'm going to take him, this isn't a bad team to do it. It does feel like burning money a little bit, but you know what? I'm going Dotson. Money where my mouth is. John Dotson. Yeah, I think he might be judging your guys' stream with him. I don't even think he's watched all the solo streams yet. I mean, yeah, that's an insane amount of content. He said he watched all the Davis streams when we were live with him on Best Ball Breakfast. And obviously he was there for all of the streams we did with him. So he just has to watch all the solo streams now. So I'm sure he's grinding that out. All right, let's recap his team real quick, and then we're going to hop into the fast puppy. So if you want to get in with us there, don't go anywhere just yet. We have Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Baker Mayfield, Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, Tony Pollard, B-Rob, Jaden Blue, Kalen Black, Adam Randall, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams, Alec Pierce, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Ryan Flournoy, Jahan Dotson, Jake Ferguson, Brenton Strange, and Cade Otton. Rank that team out of 10, chat. Rank that team out of 10. All right, let's hop into the fast puppy. Get those phones out. Get the browsers open because we're hopping in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And we're waiting. I feel like we're always waiting these days. I don't know what's going on with that. Branch worries me a little, though, about swapping in for the RB2 in Dallas. Wasn't sure. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I knew we don't even know that Malik Davis is the RB2 in Dallas, to be fair. I don't think Malik Davis is that good. You know what I mean? So, Jahan Dotson or AJ Brown. Jahan Dotson. I love taking Tank Bigsby and Adam Randall because I hate taking Derrick Henry and Barkley because I'm a chud. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. 1 running back, 2 wide receiver in the Dalmatian. Would you take Burden, McLaurin, Evans, or Loveland? 1 running back, 2 receivers in the Dalmatian. Would you take Burden, McLaurin, Evans, or Loveland? I would probably take. I'm guessing you're drafting from about the middle, like the 6th pick, or like between picks 1 and 6. So you'll be able to get a running back on the turn if that's where you're drafting at in round 5 there. At least you should. So I'd probably go. Player take wise, I'd go McLaurin if you want the receiver, but I actually really love taking Loveland as well. So one of those two, McLaurin or Loveland. And the Dalmatian too, I would probably lean McLaurin. Slightly lean McLaurin. All right, let's go Ja'Marr Chase. Again, we're back in the puppy now, so I have to lock in on that. Don't draft it like it's super flex. KR is in here at the 5. GMs. Who else is in here? I don't recognize anybody else again in this lobby. If you're in here drafting, let's drop who you're drafting at. Don't be a lurker. If Pete brings BBG back, what if it's y'all 3 in the finals and y'all have to vote to kick one member off the tower? Well, here's the thing. Emo and I can both not be in the finals. The stipulation for me being back on the show is that there can only be one Toxic Tower member a part of the finals. So, who are you voting? If it's us 3 in the finals, dude, I mean, I have to. Like, it's so funny because I said the whole time, like, oh, I would kick Emo off. Not anymore, though. 100% I would keep Emo, like, pretty easily. BBG's back on the show for 2 seconds and like, oh, yeah, I'm going to vote for him to win. No fucking way. He's done nothing to deserve winning the show. Obviously, it's a very high. That would never. This scenario would never happen. But man, you'd have to be an idiot to not vote for Emo if you were myself in that situation. You'd have to be an absolute idiot because that'd be crazy. All right. All right, we got Ja'Marr Chase. Could we get a little Chase Brown fall? It'd be kind of fun. It's not going to happen, but dreamers can dream. Oh, we jumped for about 10 seconds. What would your ideal type of show be if you were the winner? I would like to incorporate some sort of film to it, kind of just like how we did. Only problem with that is, sometimes you get copyrighted, sometimes you don't. So that you got to try and find that fine line of not getting copyrighted, which I'm sure Pete cares about. So that's kind of what it comes down to. But that would be like my ideal thing to do with Pete. That'd be really fun working it because it's just something that no one does. It can be during the summer. It can be during the season too. I think it actually be more fun to do as a thing during the season. Let's go Brock Bowers here. Stay away from the voodoo. All right, then. But the twist is whoever y'all vote off the tower will be the winner, so you think it's out. Oh, we're talking about voting out from the tower? Oh, I thought you were just saying like the show. Oh. Yeah, I would not vote any of them off the tower. Emo earned my respect when he brought you back. It was good to see his soft side. Yeah, we've seen a little bit of soft Emo the past couple, about a week or so. A lot of soft Emo. All right, Brees is fine. I don't hate him. Let's just do it. Let's give Brees a rip. All right. Thoughts on Benson? Think he gets traded or is he dead in the water? I mean, he should get traded. Is he going to? Who knows? Benson or Connor, one of those two have to get traded. They both cannot stay on that roster. You don't need all 4 of those fucking guys. You know what I mean? What spot does Benson get traded in where like you're drafting him, where he's going in every draft? Probably the Cowboys, and that's it. Cowboys, like if Trey Benson is a Colt, like is he getting drafted in every draft? Probably not. I just don't know the other spots where he would get drafted every single time. Maybe like the Bengals, something like that, as a pure handcuff behind Chase Brown potentially. I think you'd be great as the go-to for Superflex and film. I would agree with that, Greg. Hopefully we can make that happen. Blonde head or brunette? I do not discriminate, but blonde. I don't know. They felt what it was with Michael Carter and Zonovan Knight last year. That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah. But they didn't have who did they have? It was like just Benson and Connor. Like right now they have Algier and Jeremiah Love. The odds that those guys get hurt are a lot different than Benson and Connor. You know what I mean? Just feels like a different bet. Benson has to be the favorite for trade just based on age. No? Yeah, I would agree. Benson to the Packers. That's not a bad shout. As someone who's not drafting Marshawn Lloyd, that would be pretty funny to see all the guys who are still drafting Marshawn Lloyd lose their minds if Trey Benson was traded to the Packers. I feel like we're going to get one of these running backs. I feel like Benson's going to get moved. We'll see where. We will see where. Still up in the air. All right, hey, I'm going to go take my steak out of the fridge, let it, not defrost, but, warm up a little bit. So give me 2 seconds here. Yeah, sure. Thaw. Whatever. What's wrong with drafting Lloyd? 3rd time's a charm. You said it, not me. You said it. All right. God, I swear. I mention, cooking anything. It's like the bat signal goes out for time to shit on PPR. Let's talk about how much of an idiot it's like. I bring up like anything intellectually or like something, like an adult would do. The bat signal goes up. Go steak dinner. Go steak dinner. You guys make me sick. You guys make me fucking sick. All right. Let's go the all electricity team. Let's go JMO. Let's go JMO, and then maybe we go Swift or Quinchon. Buy one of those two. Show us the steak. All right. After this pick here. I've never cooked this kind of steak before. Here we go. This is a safe space. Again, all right, I'm going to say this. This is a safe space. You're not allowed to make fun of me after because I just said this is a safe space. I never cooked this kind of steak before. I saw it. Usually it's a thicker cut than the ones I normally get. So it's time to experiment. Any and all tips are well appreciated. I will go grab it here after I make this selection. Mike Evans, 7-pick fall if he falls back to us. If Quinchon goes here, I'll go Big Mike. But I don't like... All right. I think it's just Quinchon. I want to get the running back. We're good at receiver. All right, I'll be right back. All right, this steak is from Target. It's just a petite sirloin steak. There's two of them in here, obviously. So I don't know if I'm gonna eat both. Probably will. I haven't decided yet. But I don't know. I just want some protein. I'm not. Yeah, we're balling on a budget here, ADW. We're fucking balling on a budget. So leave me alone. All right. We're balling on a budget. We're balling on a budget, okay? So what would be the best way to cook this one? I'm gonna cook the bigger one. Just on the I do need to figure out how the grill works down there in my apartment complex, because there is a grill down there. I've never used it though. I've not used it. I usually just cook it on the pan. So I'm just too lazy to like bring it down there. You know what I mean? 5 to 7 minutes per side, drizzled butter, reverse sear. What the fuck? I don't even know what the fuck that means. All right, I can't lie. Reverse sear. What's the difference between searing and reverse searing? What the fuck's the difference? What's going on, Andrew? How we doing? Appreciate you hopping back in. Did you win a contest, by the way? Because I see your YouTube profile picture there. It's pretty good. Way better on a grill, but def cast iron that bit. I need to buy a cast iron. I don't have one of those. I just have a regular pan. All right, you know what? I don't want to. You know what? This conversation is over. I have my needle on the chat right now. I have my needle about where I think this is gonna go. And right now, if this is the point of no return, we are right here. If the second we get all the way over here, we've lost everybody. We're right here. I'm gonna keep it right here. This conversation is over. This conversation is over. I don't know. Yeah, you think I own a crock pot? Guess again. Guess again. We do not own a crock pot. All right. Take a guess on the difference. I don't know. I still don't know. Maybe I'll go down there and figure out the grill. Who knows? 275 to 30 minutes in the oven, 1.5 minutes each side on a hot pan cast iron. That actually sounds kind of elite. I can't lie. That actually sounds kind of elite. But the GoFundMe starts now. Hey, just tell Pete I can win. Just tell Peter that if I win, so you think you can tell. Burrow, please God. This no badge is gonna fuck me. I already know it. This no badge is going to fuck me. Oh yes. Bang. Fucking bang. Little Burrow fall. We get Jamar Chase. We are cooking. I don't even know how to say this fucking word, so no. It's French for can't cook well. Well, I would agree. Crock pot was at Target for $13.99. There's no way that's how much a crock pot costs. There's no way. They're that cheap. At that price point, I might be in. At that price point. Okay. Let's go. I don't love the Big Q. I don't love him. Let's go with the Big Q. That's fine. That is fine. All right. Yeah, very sexual start. Yeah, this start's pretty good. I'm down with this start. I'm not even gonna tell you. You know what? I'm not even gonna tell you guys how I'm doing the mashed potatoes either, because you're not gonna like it. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna like it. Brother, I manage a catering company. We are contracted by the University of Illinois to cook live for the U of I football team. Well, how about you get contracted to cook for the U of M, University of Minnesota football team? Because I live just a stone throw away. You can come over and cook me some food. How does that sound? Jimmy Dean's microwave mashed potatoes. It's not Jimmy Dean's. I don't know what brand it is, but it is powdered mash. Yes. It's in the pack. Yep. Packet. It's in the packet, baby. It is in the packet. A little bit of water in there. Heat up the water. Put the mashed potatoes in. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Oh, man. Too much to put in live chat. For real. Either way, much love and appreciate what you do, homie. I appreciate you, Ripjaw. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Spray butter. Dude, you know what's actually good? This is a spray. Every time I think of spray butter, I think of... y'all ever went to Dairy Queen and got like actual food from there, not just ice cream? Because their toast, it's like almost so bad it's good. It's like the worst butter ever, but somehow it kind of slaps. It's a very weird dichotomy. It's very weird. So, AC. Is that Jawan Jennings in your profile picture? I can't see. Yeah, definitely Jawan Jennings. We use olive flavored butter on the toast. Yes, sir. 5 minutes behind the live stream. That's okay. That is okay. Let's get back to this team. All right. We got Joe Burrow, Breece Hall, Quinshon Judkins, Jamar Chase, Jameson Williams, Quentin Johnston, and Brock Bowers. We're honestly kind of cooking right now. This team kind of slaps. Dare I admit, this team kind of slaps. Okay. I'm thinking... We're not really looking at QB here. Unfortunately, Herbert is gone. We don't need to pull up Goff just yet either. If Harvey's here, we're probably Harvey, are we not? Probably Harvey or Ricky. And then maybe we try and get Purdy. Go Ricky Purdy. That might be the move. But I kind of want to leave this tier with a running back because we didn't get one until round 3. Harvey goes. All right. I think we go Ricky, and if Purdy's there, we go Purdy. If he's not, we go running back. I think that's the move. Because then we have outs. We can go Purdy, and we can almost honestly be done at QB. Or we can go Rico, Monungai, probably Brooks over Dobbins, just for the upside. So, yes. When film breakdowns, love hearing X's and O's from someone who understands the chess game that football is. I have fantastic news for you, OG Mans. The first 20 minutes of the stream, we broke down Parker Washington for about literally like 20 minutes. We watched a lot of Parker Washington. I think there's there's definitely some great film breakdown in there. So go back, rewind to the first 20 minutes of the stream, and you will see the film breakdown you are looking for. It was pretty good film breakdown. That goes for anyone who didn't see it, wants to catch some P-Wash film. I should probably go Rico here. He fell about 12 picks. We need a running back. I don't think we absolutely need Purdy. We have Joe Burrow still. I think we go Rico Dowdle here. I think we go Rico Dowdle there for sure. Dude, pass the eye test for me too. There's a lot of just dominated the middle of the field. Absolutely dominated the middle of the field. So that was electric. Crockpot of sirloin with veggies and rice will change your life and feed you for a week. That sounds pretty electric. I cannot lie. That sounds pretty electric. Okay. Yeah, Rico. That's what I'm saying. Rico at 97 is a major bang. Major bang. Mischief breakdown, but cuts are so pure. Well, here's the great thing, RG3, about YouTube. You can rewind. Just kidding. I'm not trying to be an asshole. All right, who are the QBs on this team? Purdy's gone. We kind of need Goff. I don't know if he's going to fall the 12 picks back though. Otherwise, it's Mendoza. And we might have to build out like a back stack or just take a guy unstacked. Those are kind of our only options. But at least we have Burrow at the end of the day. So things are good. Things are good. All right. KR is over the crockpot talk. He's over it. Not every day that you see a diamond badge in the underdog lobby. Buster Boys. Absolute degenerate. Over 100K drafts done on underdog. Shame this man. Boo. Go outside. Go outside. All right. Again, guys, if you're watching, if you've not dropped a like yet, please go down there and do so. I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a like, drop a sub as well on the live stream. Again, 2,000 subs, 999 challenge, 9 innings, 9 beers, 9 dogs, 3,000 subs, 24-hour live stream. Where is the Amon-Ra drafter? The Amon-Ra drafter has passed on Jared Goff. We have 3 no badges in a row. Will one of these fuckers take an unstacked Jared Goff? Because even the Gibbs drafter is on the turn. Do any of these guys have Laporta? Okay. Shock has Laporta. This is not good. We need Stafford to fall to Shock so he can go Stafford there. Okay, this is good. This guy can't go Stafford. This guy goes Bo Nix. He has Waddle. He goes Bo Nix. Yes, this guy goes Stafford. I take Goff. If this guy goes Goff over Stafford, I'll be pissed. I'll be absolutely irate. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Azul. Blue. Yes. Yes. Bang. Bang. That's how you do it, folks. That's how it's fucking done. That's how it's fucking done. Azul. I don't know why. I just thought of Dora. All right. Next plan of attack. It was Jordan Mason. Never mind. All right. Who are we? I don't even know what we are here. It's either like JCM, C-Rod, meh. Our receivers are good. Don't need tight end. Don't need QB. It's probably a running back here. It's JCM or it's C-Rod. Then I kind of hate both, if I'm being honest. I don't love both. I'm just going to do this, and whoever it lands on, it lands on. All right. JCM it is. Real cheek clapper of a team. And honestly, my thoughts exactly. Actually, should I just like leave this? I mean, the steak is thawing out on my desk. Literally, it's just sitting here. I don't know. Yeah, that's why my keyboard and such. I don't know if I like that. We didn't really think about that one before we pulled the trigger. It looks vacuum sealed though. It's fine. It should be fine. Frog, you're not allowed to call me Chud. Only one person in our community is allowed to call me Chud, and that is Dawson. Nobody else is allowed to call me that. Please and thank you. All right. When is the home run derby? Is that next weekend? Or is that... Yeah, it's next weekend, right? Because I want to put in some bets. 2 guys on my fantasy team are competing in the home run derby. So I'll probably bet on both those guys. I got Jack Caglione and Caglione, whatever the fuck you say his name. Don Carleone. And we have Kyle Schwarber. So definitely betting on one of those guys. 100%. It's on Monday. Oh, this Monday? Hell yeah. Bang. Jack Caglione. Sick. He just went yard today too. He is like having a very good like last like 50 days. Last like a month and a half. That guy's been fucking raking. PPR, I'm trying to get this fucking appraisal done, and all I hear coming out of your mouth is Crockpot. No, dude. It's the people in the chat that keep touting this Crockpot. It's not me. I'm indifferent on Crockpot. Absolutely indifferent. So don't blame me. Blame the fellow chat members. Also, A-Rod, since you're I don't really fucking appreciate your tone. Let's get a new profile picture, right? Let's get away from the Swifties. It's time to change that. It was fun a couple years ago. Let's how about we switch it up? How about we switch it up? All right. 4 picks away. See, look. Now everyone's Crockpot, dude. Everyone's look what you did. We weren't even talking about it until you brought it up again. This is on you, dude. Not on me. Not on me. Make it the worst picture of BBG you can find. Or just change it to STD Mike. I'm fine with that too. So at least somebody out here is touting STD Mike. All right. Okay, next pick here. We're still fine at QB. We're probably pushing it around. Yeah, we're probably pushing it to our next pick for sure. None of these guys stack. Let's shoot for a little upside on this team. Let's go Travis Hunter. And then let's go... Tight end is not bad here. Anyone that stacks? Not really. If McMillan... Honestly, it's probably McMillan, Naylor, or Tucker. Because we're probably trying to get Mendoza on this team. So we can do a little double Vegas with our Bowers and then one of Naylor and or Tucker. But McMillan, I just like straight up more than both guys. So that's the only dilemma here. Tight end also seems like just a good pick here too, which is the problem because this is a really good range. We're definitely going 2. So. All right, we'll see what these drafters do here on the turn. Goes Jennings. Goes McMillan. I think we go Vegas. We'll get a tight end that we're fine with as our tight end too. Let's go Naylor or Tucker. That is the question. Let's go Naylor. Let's go Naylor. Slight lean to the guy they brought in and is hashtag good at football. So Trump impersonation trashing the Swifties. We would never do that. We don't do Trump impersonations on the show. That's really insensitive. I don't even know why you would say something like that, Bob. That's really insensitive. Really insensitive. Might put you in timeout for that, honestly. Bobby boy, you're gonna get put in timeout if you don't shut the fuck up, because I walked in here, I said, wow, Bob's being a bitch. Bitch boy Bobby, it's what we were all calling him. All right. Michael knows ball and also might be a Ducks fan or a big Raider guy. Talking about STD Mike. Shout out. Super touchdown Tyler has a nice ring to it. You know what? OG mans. I thought this was a safe space. Guess not. Actually surprised you acknowledged knowing me for 3 years. What do you mean, dude? You were like, when I think of guys who were with me back when I was in a relationship, that first year streaming, awful setup, awful thumbnails, awful everything. The dudes in the chat that I like remember specifically, it's you, it's Anthony, it's Vaporware, it's Tyson MKE. He's only like on Twitter now. I don't see him on YouTube anymore. And he used to only comment from Twitter. Those four for sure. I'm trying to see if I'm forgetting anybody else that's in the chat right now. It's you four for sure. Vapor. It's like you, Vape, and Anthony are like the three that I think about very specifically. For sure. So shout out you three. You guys are the big three. Definitely the big three of day ones. And then someone's going to come in the chat and be like, oh, like, what about me? And I'm going to feel like a dick. So it might be expanded to big four. But as of right now, it's big three. So top notch. Appreciate you. Now, Michael Wrigley in the chat said, draft Malik Willis, former Duck, current Raiders wide receiver, but can easily take that too. Yeah, fucking right, dude. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. All right. If one of these chuds draft Mendoza, this team has gone to shit. Hopefully they do not. None of them have 3 QBs, so I'm slightly scared. But you know what? There's worse ways to live. There are worse ways to live. We are now on the gauntlet of the no badges, who watched the national championship game and the national championship game only, saw Fernando Mendoza have his Heisman moment, and that is the only highlight that is playing in their minds right now. We escape one. On to first guy. He just flew out to right field. Scaffy's up to bat. Struck him out looking. Shock. The last one. Full count. Here comes the pitch. Foul away. Here comes the pitch. Fuck! Grand slam! Fuck! God damn it. You son of a bitch. No! Let's go B-Rob. Oh my God, Azul. Did you even have it stacked? Of course you didn't. Oh my God. That was not good. That was not good at all. All right, we have to leave this tier with... I just realized that both of our QBs have a week 6 bye. Things are getting worse by the second. Unfortunately. All right. We definitely are tight end here, because if we pass up on tight end now, we are fucked the next time it comes back around, more than likely. Actually, I think we just have to go Rodgers, actually. You know what? We're going to go naked Rodgers. We're going to get Jeremy Bernard on this team. Tell you what, here's the vision. Chat, I need you to lock in. I need you to lock in because as devastating as that Mendoza pick was, what great players all have a common trait. Great drafters like myself, we have the ability to adjust. So I'm going to tell you how this is going to go down. We go Aaron Rodgers. Tyler, you drafted a naked Aaron Rodgers. You're disgusting. You should be in prison. Well, guess what? Pat Freiermuth is going to fall back to the 1610, the 190. And then Jeremy Bernard's going to be there in the 17th round. We're going to get a good fall on Jeremy Bernard. So we're going to go from naked Rodgers to double stacked Pittsburgh. That is what's going to happen on this team. And there's nothing that anyone, not any of you, not anybody in this lobby, that's going to stop me from accomplishing that goal. Because look at that. You're going to say, oh, Tyler, Jeremy's kind of coming. No, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter because that is what is going to happen. So buckle up, folks, and get ready for an absolute masterclass of late pivoting when your quarterback gets sniped. This should be a YouTube short. This masterclass that I'm about to put on display for y'all. Okay. We're not out of the weeds just yet, though. We can't start. We've kind of already victory lapped, but I don't think we should be. All right. All right. 10 picks in a dream. We do have Dowdle. This is true. This is true. So it's even better. It's even better. I'm not gonna lie, Crossface. I could say that I knew that, and that was just testing to see if you guys would notice. That is not the case. I did not notice that. I've totally forgot that I had Rico Dowdle. So, all right. Home stretch. It's those 3 no badges, and I think one of them's in the chat. So that's no disrespect, but it's that fucker Azul that we really need to be wary of. He's got 3 tight ends. Freiermuth is the first piece. Okay, Jeremy goes. Buster Boys, what are we doing? What are we doing? You just ruined my clip. You absolutely just sold the clip. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. There's only one way this could get worse. There's only one way this could get worse. If Scaffy goes Pat Freiermuth here, it's over. It's absolutely over. 2 tight ends. Who are his tight ends? Here's McBride. If he goes Freiermuth here, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I'm going to lose my mind if he goes Freiermuth. All right. And if Azul goes Freiermuth, I will rage war. Rage war against Azul. He keeps doing this thing where all right, we're good. Let's go Freiermuth. Bang. You know, we didn't get the whole chocolate bar, but we got a Hershey's Kiss. This is good. This is good. All right, we're 3-5-6-2. This is probably a 3-6-7-2 team. Kind of how we build all of our teams. I don't know how this one is any different. 3-6-7-2. Yeah, well, you will not be drafting Darnell, I promise you. Of course I'm an honest man. I would never lie to you guys. I would absolutely never lie to you guys. Rowan Wilson is way ahead of Jeremy Bernard in the depth chart anyways. Well, I'm not going to take your opinion for it because you don't even know how to spell Jeremy or Jeremy. So, you know what? Your opinion, Mountain Man, null and void. Absolutely null and void. All right, what running back do we want? We always click Big Mike. We should probably take a little bit more Jaden Blue. If my savior, hero, and role model, Peter Overzet, takes Jaden Blue, we will take a little bit more Jaden Blue. It's good enough for him. It's good enough for me. If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. We'll take one more receiver, and we will close this thing out. We're going to go cook our steak. So, all right. Again, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. This will be the last draft, unfortunately. But again, if you are in here right now, please drop a like before you leave. Drop a sub as well. We need all the help we can get trying to make this YouTube thing, work. I'm just trying to get to the point where I don't have to work at GNC next summer. If I can get to the point where I make enough money from YouTube and I don't have to work at GNC, even if I'm living poor, but I don't have to live at GNC and I can just work on my golf game and my physique at LA Fitness, we are in a generational. That's like my 5-year plan. More of like my 1-year plan, but that would be a major accomplishment in my life. So we only get there by getting the likes. The likes turn into views. The views turn into subs. The subs turn into membies. The membies turn into Scratch Golfer. Okay, that's kind of how the cycle works. So it all starts with your support by me begging for likes and subs. So I would appreciate that very, very much if you do those things. Thank you. Or yes, I could just ship the puppy. One of the two. Either one works. Honestly, either one works for me. The only problem is if I ship the puppy, I would spend it on things I shouldn't. You know, I'd probably buy courtside seats to the Wolves on the floor. Probably get arrested because I, would call I'd probably call Tyler Hero a bitch to his face. I'd get thrown out of NBA arenas. Have to post bail. And yeah, that's probably where all my money would go to. Here's some Crockpot money. A-Rob, we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you. Shout out day one. Crockpot. You should change your, honestly, that'd be funny if you changed your YouTube profile picture to a Crockpot. Little inside joke. That would be funny. He actually saved you by taking Mendoza. I don't see Mendoza starting week 6. Honestly, Kelly, you're not entirely wrong. You're not entirely wrong. He definitely could be, but that's probably like the over-under line. Is there like a line on Kalshi, like when does Mendoza start his first game? It's probably like 6.5. You know what I mean? Oh, gotta go see my boy Melo. I'm a Hornets fan. There you go. I gotta see LaMelo live. That's gonna be electric. The trade just went through today officially, so that was exciting. That was very exciting. All right, let's go. You know what? Someone was saying Roman Wilson. I don't think I have not drafted him once. So we'll take one share. One share on this team. Why not? It's better than Brandon Ayuk. So, bang, there we go. That's the team. Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Quinshon Judkins, Rico Dowdle, JCM, Brian Robinson, Jaden Blue, Jamar Chase, Jameson Williams, QJ, Pearsall, Hunter, Naylor, Roman Wilson, Brock Bowers, and Pat Frymuth. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today. Really fun stream. Gonna start stacking the days again. Make sure you're back here tomorrow. We will be live on this channel at some point tomorrow. Probably a later stream tomorrow, like maybe like late Saturday night stream. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll see you guys there. Be there or be square. We'll see you later.